Hi guys, welcome to our presentation. We are in Advanced One class by teacher Yara. Our group is composed by Dariane, Isadora, and Ludovico. We are talk about A Tale of Horror, The Color Out of Space. The tale will talk about a family that lives in the middle of nowhere. They have their lives drastically alternate when a meteorite falls off in their property and initiate strange effects on the life form around and transforming the fauna, the flora, and matter of the people who live there. The plot within develops as a scale of madness, violence, and bizarre being more strong. Besides to approach the unknown fear, the researchers want to understand phenomena scientifically. The color out of space seem to argue that humanity's advance in the last century have done nothing to prepare us for an extraterrestrial encounter. The tale The Color of Space by Lovecraft won an adaptation in 2019 with the participation of Nicolas Cage. The film successfully used one of the celebrated horror author's most famous tales to create a movie that lives up the tale's expectation.
Lovecraft plays with the conventional idea of monsters when he presents to us the colors out of space. The monsters of the story are colors, simply colors. It's interesting because it stays away from the conventional ideas of monsters with fangs, claws, and a scary face. This shows that fear can manifest in many forms. As the author Louis Vax states, an image is just an image. Its power of a spell resides in a combination of shape and colors. We can see that in the book when the author writes about the colors, but also we see that very well in the movies. In the movies, we can clearly see the monster manifested in shapes and colors. It appears to be a combination of abstracted lights and colors that makes the monster of this Lovecraft's story. And for this fact alone, I say it is very rewarding for you to read the story and watch the movie.
The Color Out of Space got a movie adaptation in 2020, which is regarded as one of the best adaptations of our Lovecraft story to this day. But due to the rather short length of the story, they had to take a few liberties with it to fit the runtime. And we're gonna start with perhaps the biggest change, which is the change in protagonists. The book see the gardeners as the protagonists, while the movie chose to make the surveyor the central character. The events mostly play out the same. We still see the downfall of the gardeners, but we see a lot more from the inconspicuous surveyor in the movie than in the original story. Another change that it's worth noting is the composition of the family, which in the original there were 3 boys, and in the movie they added a daughter, and she has a fascination with witchcraft. And to finish it off, we're gonna talk about the central villain of the story, the titular Color Out of Space, which overtook the gardeners. In the original story, Lovecraft, as was common for him, emphasized the madness and the psychological effects of the color in the characters, while the movie went for a more gore and body horror path, making it even more frightening, but at the same time, in my opinion, less interesting. The color, it burns, cold and wet. It lived in the well, sucking the life out of everything.